everybody, my name is Simone and welcome to Simone's Bedtime Stories. Me and my pals are getting ready to sleep and we are going to hear a bedtime story. Hi Daddy, I'm ready.
Hi Simone, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, okay. So now let's continue. So what did we do in the previous episode?
So this is when Arjuna came out from Indra, and he got that curse, and Duryodhana scheming.
He also got a weapon, right? Vajra. He also got a weapon, and then
Duryodhana was scheming, and Shakuni and Duryodhana, Duryodhana's people went to fight the five brothers, and Indra's friend, the king,
Chitrasena.
And he captured them.
He captured Duryodhana and Shakuni, and then Yudhishthira, brought them in front of Yudhishthira. And
the king brought them in front of Yudhishthira.
Exactly. So the king Chitrasena caught Duryodhana and Shakuni and then brought them in front of Yudhishthira.
What did Duryodhana say to Shakuni?
Duryodhana or Yudhishthira?
Yudhishthira.
Yudhishthira said, hey, be good.
Shakuni?
Don't do bad stuff, be good.
No,
Don't do bad stuff. Yeah, Shakuni also, yeah. And you're an elderly man. You should be guiding, providing good guidance to Duryodhana, teaching him the right things and teaching him, the good things. You should not be, joining him and colluding to do all these bad things, to kill people and stuff like that, right? You should always, do good things so you get as much punya as possible. And you can build goodwill. That's what it is. You want to build goodwill with everybody.
So after that, what happened?
So after that, now these guys are discussing, hey, so they let Duryodhana go. Yudhishthira said, hey, you're my cousin. I cannot, kill you or anything. So I'm going to let you go, but please be nice. So Duryodhana accepts that and goes. And now it's the 13th year. Is beginning, so these guys are figuring out what they need to do, right? What they need to do, how to live in disguise, right? That is, the 13th year is crucial. If they don't do that, if they fail, then they have to again go for another 13 more years in exile, which they don't want to do. They want to go to their palace and live there, have a nice family and raise their kids.
Yeah,
and
what
all
about
that.
the pot? The pot will still help them. Remember the magic pot?
Yeah, that pot will help them. That's going to only feed them food, right? Life is not only about food. You have bigger goals. He was a king, Yudhishthira was a king, so he has to go back to his country, he has to take care of his people.
But the pot will still help, right?
Yeah, the pot will help only with eating.
I'm just saying.
So the pot, with the pot you can eat for yourself and you can feed other people. But there are bigger things in life than just eating, right?
And there's bigger things that the pot cannot do.
Exactly. There are bigger things the pot cannot do. Yes. So now, they're trying to figure out what is their next course of action is. At that time, there is a Brahman that's coming. So there is a Brahman that's coming, and he lost his Arani. Arani is a pair of wood. It's like brick. It's a special wood. They scratch the wood like that, and then it produces sparks. And they use that spark to light the fire. Remember the yajna and all the yagas that they do?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So in that, if you want to do that, you have to start that ritual. You have to light the thing on fire. So you light the thing on fire, and then you pour ghee, and you pour, you put all the special herbs and whatever offering that you are giving to God. You do that, right? That's what they do. And this Brahman, he is trying to start his ritual, and his Arani is missing, and he sees that a deer has taken that Arani and ran away.
Okay.
Right. So he comes to this Pandavas and asking for help. Hey, Pandavas, please help me. This deer has taken my Arani and ran away, and now I'm not able to start my ritual. I should be starting my ritual to do these things, here soon. Right, he's saying, and the Pandavas are chasing the deer, and obviously every Brahman they'll help, right? Because the Brahmans are very pious people, and they're very good people, they're truthful people, and these guys, the Kshatriyas, are the duty of kings is to protect them also. So they do their duty, and they want to help this Brahman, and they see the deer hoofs. What are deer hoofs?
They're the feet.
Yeah, the imprint left by the feet of the deer on the ground, right? So they follow the deer hoof and then they go to this lake. So first this guy is going, Sakadeva is chasing the deer and then he's going there.
What does Sahadeva do? He just keeps running around chasing the deer?
Yeah, he's chasing the deer and he's, excuse me, he's running and he's chasing the deer and the deer ends up in a lake. And he was surprised and he is able to see the hoofs, the imprint of the deer's hoof on the banks of the lake and then it disappears into the water. And he's like confused and he's going there and he's seeing there and and he's also tired. I mean he's tired and he's still searching for the deer and he wants to drink some water from the lake. So he goes to drink some water and suddenly a voice comes. Sahadeva, don't drink this water. This water is poison. If you drink, you will die. He's like, forget it. I'm so tired. He drinks and then he falls down. Right? And then and these people are wondering, these Pandava brothers and hey, what happened to Sahadeva? He hasn't showed up yet. Can you go, Nakula, can you go and check him and make sure he's safe and find out what happened? And then Sahadeva comes and he also follows and he comes and looks at this lake and then he is also tired and he wants to drink some water.
Nakula?
The second guy, Nakula. First Sahadeva came and he's lying down there and he didn't pay attention to Sahadeva lying down when he took the water and drank and
He also fell.
Same thing happened. So that he hears the same voice and he doesn't pay attention, he lies down and then he does that. I mean he drinks the water and he also lies down. Right?
And then that same thing happens to all of them?
Yeah, same thing happens to Arjuna and then same thing happens to Bhima. So all these guys are lying down here and Yudhishthira is confused. Oh my God, what happened? Why all these 4 people disappeared? Okay, let me go and see by myself. So he goes there and he finds the deer hoofs and he ends up in the lake and then he sees all these people lying down, almost like dead, right? So he's confused and he's, going to drink the water. At that time, he hears that some voice saying, hey, Yudhishthira, don't drink the water, it's poison. That's when he realized, oh, these guys didn't pay attention to that. So he stops there and then he asks, okay, what do I need to do, before I can drink the water? I'm also thirsty, please help. What do I need to do? So at that time, that guy, that's actually a yaksha. Yaksha, it's like a demon type of guy, that's asking, okay, I'm going to ask you some questions. If you answer those questions smartly, then I'll let you go. Or else, you'll also die if you drink the water. Right? And your brother's all dead. If you don't answer me the question properly, correctly, and they are not going to come back alive, right? If you answer the questions properly, they'll come back alive, and then you can continue your thing. That's what this yaksha is saying, and then he is asking question. He's asking more questions related to dharma, right? What is dharma? What is the right thing you would do in this scenario? What is the right thing you would do in that scenario? What is a king supposed to do? What is a kshatriya supposed to do? What is your true duties really? If you want to be a good king and take care of people and things like that. So Yudhishthira answers. Yudhishthira is a smart guy, right? He's not an impulse guy. He doesn't do things just like that. So he's a smart guy. He slowly answers those questions, and finally this guy is happy. Who? The yaksha, the demon type of guy that's in the lake. So what happens? So that guy is happy, and then he comes out and he says, "Hey, I am actually Yama, god of Yama." Yama is god of death. So the story is that Yamaraj or Yama is god of death, and his job is, when people get old, right? When people get old, Yama has this long list of people that he has to capture and take to the, I think it's, Chitragupta, right? Chitragupta is the guy. Chitragupta is like Saint Peter. Who is Saint Peter? Do you know who Saint Peter is?
No.
Saint Peter or Chitragupta is the guy that is guarding the gates of heaven and hell. So the story is that, the philosophy is that, after someone dies, they go to this gate of heaven or hell, and then there, Chitragupta or the Saint Peter looks up your name, and he has the entire history of what and all you did. you did good things. Okay, you did good things. Okay, I see this, I see this. You saved a person. You gave some money to these people. You did not tell any lies. You did not cheat anybody. You did not beat anybody. You did not kill anybody. You did all good things. Okay, I'll let you into heaven. You can go into heaven. And then that person can live in heaven. And then if the person, he also checks, okay, oh, this one, let's say another guy showed up and he's like, oh, he cheated people, he told a lot of lies, he killed people, he took away other people's money, all that he did. Okay, you don't belong to heaven, you are going to hell. So that's what Chitragupta does. Chitragupta or Saint Peter, right? That's what they do. Supposedly, right? This is all again story. So the guy that takes the person from this earth to Chitragupta is Yamaraj. So his job is, he has a animal vehicle. His vehicle is buffalo. So he comes in that buffalo and he has a special rope with him. So with that rope, he'll throw that rope on the person and then he'll take the person's. Obviously, when people die, the body is buried in the earth, right? Either the body is buried or the body is cremated. That means burnt, right? So that happens, and then the anma or the soul. Remember, I told you, you're actually a soul, and it's the hardware and software and all those things. So the anma or the soul, the Yamaraj, he comes in his buffalo animal.
And he takes the soul only.
Exactly, he rides his buffalo animal and then comes to the earth, and then he puts his rope, and then he takes the soul, and then he goes to Chitragupta, and then Chitragupta decides, hey, you go to heaven or you go to hell, based on your good things you did. That's the story, right?
So what does that mean?
So this Yaksha is actually Yamaraj, Yamaraj, right? Yama is, who is Yama?
And the god of death.
God of death, right? And so this Yama is very impressed with Yudhishthira's righteousness and the way he answered all those questions. And Yudhishthira is really a smart guy. Not only smart guy, now he has gotten old. That means he has acquired a lot of wisdom, right? Wisdom comes by making mistakes and by your experience.
Mistakes.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes, right? So wisdom comes by your experience. Wisdom comes by doing the things that you did. Wisdom comes by making mistakes. Wisdom comes by learning from that experience. Whereas smartness and intelligence is God-given, right? When people say you're intelligent, means it's God-given intelligence. But your brain is, for some reason, it's way too smart, right? So now Yudhishthira answered all these questions, convinced Yama that he's a good guy, and Yama brings back all these people alive. He brings all these people back alive, and then he says, okay, you know what, I would help you, I would advise you to go to this kingdom of Virata or Varata something, that kingdom, so you can go there and live incognito. That means you can live in disguise. Nobody will be able to figure out who you guys are.
Yeah.
And you can live, successfully finish that 1 year, and then you can go back to your kingdom.
Whatever you're doing.
Exactly. So okay, let's stop here. Okay, and then we'll continue.
Bye everybody, I hope you enjoyed my story, and don't forget, you can always listen to more.